Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
On first down, Stewart. Open man right side, that's McConkey. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Play action, Stewart. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Going to go play action. Here's Stewart. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now, Stewart. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Sanders now throwing on first down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. Sanders being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Sanders. And that's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start, and it ends up falling incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Sanders. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Sanders. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the handoff, Watson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stewart to throw it. He finds his receiver, Watson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stewart. This is Smith with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before reaching approaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Stewart. And Gates has got it. And the Chargers' all-time touchdown leader has another one.
Yeah, we dominate today.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Sanders. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now a give, running right is Lynch. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Muscles him off. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Lynch, left side. Oh, and now some space to operate. Down the left sideline. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 37-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then, boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. Sanders. And Green with a catch left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run with Lynch. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll run wide side with Lynch. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Pinheiro on now from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they are on the board but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now Stewart on 1st and 10. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The rookie from Florida State on target with that throw. His guys have a 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Touchdown, Chargers. Antonio Gates, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 11, 2:05 to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Sanders throwing to start the drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Sanders. Pass complete to Green. Here now, 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Connecting with Hill. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Looking to throw. Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They need to score and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute. 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding Green complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. This is 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football. all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.